Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, this time reviewing on Ultimate Iron Man issue number 1. Now as you know, this was made by Orson Scott Card, the same guy who did the book Ender's Game, and also Ultimate Iron Man. Now, his work on Ultimate Iron Man is kind of alright, but not as great as what it should have been. So we're introduced to the Stark Defense Corporation headquarters, which is in the middle of the ocean. So you think how much it has to pay to get to your work, the ocean? It's like, Dr. Guerra, welcome to Stark Defense Headquarters. I'm Howard Stark. On TV, you look taller. I've been losing weight. You had something to show me? So he shows her this new skin they're working on, which is meant to be armor of sort, and like, doesn't that hurt? Ouch. Like, kidding. And so she sees that the metal has all been twisted, and she says, that blue stuff, it can do this to metal, and it doesn't hurt his skin? Not for the first 15 minutes. So he gets like a baseball bat and whacks him right across. And at the same time, they wash off the skin, and points out saying, go wash that off before it eats too much of your skin. So we're introduced to this whole recording video cassette thing, which I'm guessing the events take place in the 1970s or the early 80s. And he points out how this bacteria skin thing are still working out kicks, and they want Dr. Maria's help. So after heading out, she says, if you're attacked with ice picks, baseball bats, you're invincible as long as you have soap and water close by. And it's such a lovely color. Sky blue goes with everything. And mainly they start flirting, and Dr. Maria says, oh, you're serious. I want the best. You're it. And at the same time, something like that on how he is falling points in the stock market. And at the same time, Dr. Howard Stark's ex-wife is talking with Obadiah Stane, and at the same time plan to merge their companies. At the same time, eating their food like pigs. So pretty much in the next few days, Dr. Maria gets ready to go to work, and at the same time, the team see that Jimmy looks sad. Jimmy's full of morphine. Nothing else would stop him from screaming. And so Jimmy sees Maria close by and attacks. Now, when you think about it, they should have plastic dome helmets, or better yet, like masks to cover up in case if blood goes into her mouth. Really great idea there, Stark. So after she says, save Jimmy, don't let him die, bleed to death. And so they mainly help get Jimmy's arm back together. And at the same time saying, I feel sick. It can't be the virus, it doesn't work that fast. At the same time she feels nauseous and throws up, saying, I didn't want to know what you had for breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast. I woke up nauseated. Sounds like morning sickness to me. I can't be pregnant. Can't or find it inconvenient to be. Shouldn't have come to work today. And points out, and Stark shows up, talking with Maria, and saying, idiots, who gets infected with a virus they designed themselves are a dime a dozen. So afterwards, Howard Stark signs out the company saying, I'm sorry, Howard, you have to sign these papers to make the settlement with normally filed. And so Laurie actually brings Stane his new company and the papers. And at the same time, Maria is in constant pain. And even like one of the lab workers point out as how Jimmy's arm had regenerated, and Howard has an idea. And at the same time is saying that how the virus is infecting her and even the child, which is causing constant pain. So mainly After working on the blue skin, Howard has an idea to use it to help his unborn child. At the same time, the door opens. Staines shows up saying, "Emergency stockholders, new chairman of the board. I hereby take possession of all facilities of Stark Defense Corporation, including all patients." And even so, takes on the phone, and in a bit of morality, he's thinking, right, I should probably tell him now. This would save me a lot of trouble. And says, "It's the hospital. Your wife just died." And Howard just looks shocked. So there's the story. It's really not as great, because the problem with the series, it is so not as great. And this is the point where Marvel thought, right, this wasn't as great. And they retconned it to be part of a TV show, which was probably a good idea. So I give this a thumbs down. Not as great, not as good, but hey, that's life. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.